everyone, welcome back to Movie Madness with Delaney. Today I'm going to be showing you some stuff from a really popular movie series, Star Wars. So created by George Lucas, Star Wars has books, cartoons, and a ton of different movies. So let's first take a look at the movies. Okay. So first we're going to show you about the all the different movies in order. Star Wars is one of the largest film franchises ever. The galaxy far away shows no signs of slowing down anytime soon, with the new installments, rewrites, and recons adding to the franchise every year since 2015, and the latest being May 2018, Solo, a Star Wars story. With the unusual ordering of the film's release, it is not easy to decide which order is best to watch them in. Do you start with the first film's 1977 and 1983's original trilogy, and then go backwards to the prequels, later skipping towards the Rey trilogy? Die-hard fans might argue the release date route, but others will encourage following the timeline, and some even say skip a few to avoid disappointment. Alright, so the first movie. Episode 1, A Phantom Menace, came out in 1999, and I'll read a little bit about that. A Phantom Menace is the perfect place to start. It's got the absolute genius of Darth Maul, the introduction of some of the iconic characters in movie history, and Jar Jar Binks. This way you get him out of the way sooner. So there's a picture of Yoda and Phantom Menace. That's the trailer. Okay. Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, and that came out in 2002. It may also be worth noting that Episode 2 sets up the animated movies The Clone Wars and a six-season animated TV series also under the same title, all of which lead to the events of... We have to watch more to learn about that. And there's a picture from the Clone Wars. Okay. Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. It came out in 2005. The big one. The one we all waited for. The one that somewhat makes all the politics and Jar Jar Binks worth sitting through. We finally get the episode that changes the galaxy forever. After seeing the sand-hating Anakin Skywalker grow from boy to man, he now engages in an epic and quite frankly heartbreaking lightsaber duel with former bestie Obi-Wan in events that lead to the silver screen's most iconic villain ever, Darth Vader. It also sets up the original trilogy nicely, but not before we get to... Alright, there's a picture from the Revenge of the Sith. Alright, 4. So this one came out. This isn't all of the movies, but it's just a couple of them. So here's the 4th one on this list. Solo, a Star Wars story, and it came out in May of 2018. Right. Due for the May 25th release date, 41 years exactly since the release of the original, Episode 1. Solo is the first canonical introduction we get in the Warner release's prodigies, Han Solo. Originally played by the great Harrison Ford, now Alden Richmond takes the reins alongside Woody Harrelson and Donald Glover. This film is set 10 years before A New Hope, optionally viewing the one after the animated TV show called Rebels, which consults 4 seasons and is set before A New Year Hope and connects to our next film. And so there's that one. So these aren't in order. This is the order that you should watch them in, it says. Okay. 5, Rogue One, the Star Wars story, and it came out in 2016. After its release in December 2016, Rogue One was cheekily slotted into the Star Wars timeline almost immediately prior to the original installment of A New Hope. Rogue One puts the long-theorized fan question, who made the Death Star so easy to blow up, at the forefront of its plot while summarizing showing up the full strength of the big bad empire since we saw them in the prequels. There's a trailer picture. Okay. The sixth one is A New Hope, and it came out in 1977. So these are just in the order people say you should watch them. I'm not going to read. I'll read. The timeline follows exactly where Rogue One left off, but in some ways, this is really where Star Wars begins. And there's a picture from that one. Okay. The Empire Strikes Back came in 1980. There's not to mention some of the most quoted lines in cinema history, including Yoda's "Do or do not do, there is no try," and famously misquoted "No, Luke, I am your father" line. So those are some really famous lines that are in The Empire Strikes Back. Not 1980. Okay. Next is Return of the Jedi, and it came out in 1983. The final installment of the original trilogy brings back the series back to its uplifting essence of space opera romance as the impression of the galaxy empire is toppled, and the world is inducted in adorable Ewoks. Plus, there's one pretty part.
This room here, yeah, they're in there, so we'll have to.
The Force Awakens came out in 2015. Okay. Following some of the news that George Lucas had sold right of the Star Wars to many fans were about, Star Trek director J.J. Abrams takes on the franchise. Set 30 years years after the events of Return of the Jedi, a new big band named the First Order has picked up where the evil Empire left off. It's up to the new characters, Rey and Finn, to save the day, with help from fan favorites Leia, now General, Han Solo, Chewbacca, and not to mention an introduction of an adorable little robot named BB-8 and R2-D2. Who? And there's a picture. Alright, and then The Last Jedi came out in 2017. There's a picture from it. Yeah, so those are all the main movies that came out, and those are the orders that people say you should watch them in. Okay? So there's a picture now. So next we're going to do, I have some Star Wars cartoons that have been on TV. So there's Star Wars Rebels, Star Wars Underworld, Star Wars The Clone Wars, Star Wars Forces of Destiny, Star Wars The Clone Wars again, so those are the same, Star Wars Droids, Star Wars Detours, Star Wars Ewoks, a lot of Star Wars, Lego Star Wars The Resistance Rises, Star Wars Holiday Special, Lego Star Wars The Yoda Chronicles, Lego Star Wars The Freemaker Adventure, Lego Star Wars Droid Tales. I'm not going to do all of these. So there are the cartoons. And I believe that's the order that they came out in too. Alright, next we have Star Wars kids books. So, one of the really big ones is this Jedi Academy, right here. Right here, you can see down here. It's a big series, so there's a lot of those. A lot of people like it. My brother reads those. And so we have Goodnight Darth Vader, also by Jeffrey Brown. Star Wars, Absolutely Everything You Need to Know. The Strange Case of the Origami Yoda. Star Wars ABCs. Star Wars Character Encyclopedia, Updated and Expanded. Star Wars Coding Projects. Star Wars Epic Yarns, Return to the Jedi 2015. And then I'll just use Star Wars 5-Minute Stories, The Empire Strikes Back. 5-Minute Stories Strike Back. And then Star Wars, What's Weirder Than a Wookiee. There's a lot of them. For little kids, big kids, everything. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And make sure to watch Star Wars. Bye.